Hi, my name's Sarah. I run a social value creation agency called Sam Taylor, and last week I had the honour of interviewing Chris White, Andrew O'Brien and Mark Cook, who are the architects behind the Social Value Act. I'm a bit of a social value anorak, so it was a highlight of my week. I was very excited about it. It was amazing to be able to ask them any question that I wanted to know, and everything I've always wanted to know about the Social Value Act and how it came into being. It was particularly of interest to me because I was working in government at the time, so I was working in Number 10, and I was really fascinated to know how that, you know, from the perspective of being in 2020 and looking back, how did that happen? How did such a seminal piece of legislation just sneak onto the statute books like that? So we got a lot of content from the interviews. It was amazing getting to ask them anything that I wanted to know. It was brilliant. We're going to turn that into a blog and an article, but in the meantime I thought I would just jump on here quickly and give you my sort of key takeaways from it. So there were three things that really struck me that came out of the conversation, and I think the first one was how close we came to not having a Social Value Act. So for me, this is one of the most important pieces of legislation which has been passed by the Conservative government in the last 10 years, and I can't believe how close we came to not having it at all. It was just fortuitous that the right combination of people came together at the right time and got that members' bill passed. And the other thing was how many people played a part in getting it onto the statute books. So and across all parties. So they really emphasised, you know, how much Hazel Blears did in terms of getting the support that the government needed to get from Labour, about how the Cabinet Office, all the civil servants behind the scenes that got it kind of got the drafting approved, and just how much work Chris, Andrew, Mark, Social Enterprise UK, all these other people and bodies that were involved behind the scenes making it happen. My second point is the fact that they had deliberately designed the Act to be vague. So one of the criticisms of it is that it's not prescriptive. I've criticised it myself for that in the past, but they explained that was intentional. They were trying to create a framework that would enable the public sector to view value as more than just pounds and pence. They were trying to nudge public sector procurers and local authorities towards considering and give them a way of being able to consider the social value of the things that they were procuring as well as the economic value, so that they weren't just making decisions based on the cheapest price. So I think what that changed for me is I've always been a bit of an advocate for reform of the Act, and I do still think it needs amending, but perhaps not as much as I had envisaged, because actually the freedom that we've got now, yeah, we have got lots of interpretations of it, and yes, some organisations are embedding it much better than others, but that freedom is allowing it to flourish, you know, and I think we're seeing it's more exciting, and we're seeing more different interpretations than we would if it was very prescriptive. So I think we maybe lose that at our peril, and that my view has definitely changed since speaking to them on that. And the third thing that I found really, well, I'd suspected, but was really nice to have it confirmed, was that goods and works were included in the original draft, and it was cut at the last minute. So, and that is something that I think that the Act should be amended so that social value can be included on all contracts, not just services. Anyway, yeah, so I'm really excited about sharing it with you. I would love to know what you think. I haven't watched the video myself again, actually, so and I'm sure when I revisit it I'm gonna pick out even more things, but I would love to get your comments. Please let me know. If you want to read it and watch it, you can access it by signing up for the Social Value Files, and the link is in the comments below. Hope you like it. I hope you enjoy it as much as I enjoyed making it. It was a huge privilege and an honour.